Hey, what's up, everyone? Carl Williams here with Williams' Mind and Muscle Mechanics. I hope everybody's having a good day today. With summer just a few months away, and the nice weather pretty much being here, we're into spring now. I wanted to just sort of talk about encourage getting outside to do your cardio. You know what I mean? I made another video last week about going to the football field and stuff to do your cardio, stuff like that. And explained how steady state cardio in the gym can get kind of boring at times, you know what I mean, and more or less stress you out more than anything, which isn't good for your heart. So and that ends up being counterproductive because you're trying to train your heart when you're doing cardio. So definitely very beneficial to get out there and make use of that nice weather. Do your cardio outside. It's going to give you some fresh air. It's going to change up the scenery and add some freshness to your cardio. And it's going to give you a chance to basically throw in what I consider the best form of cardio. Now, this is just my opinion. Obviously, you're going to have all kinds of different opinions if you ask what the best type of cardio is. Some people might tell you cross-country skiing, or the elliptical, because, they're actually both very similar motions, some people would think that it's all out sprinting, you know what I mean? But basically, for me, it's got to be swimming. Because you can swim as fast or as slow as you want, and you know what I mean. It's fun. It's refreshing. It cools you off. And where you're essentially where you're floating, right? Where you float in the water, it's essentially like almost weightless. You could say. You're not actually weightless. You obviously still weigh something in the water, but where you float, it definitely takes a lot of the impact out of your cardio, you know what I mean? When you get running along on a treadmill, right? Every time your feet hit, bang, 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 your knees take a load, right? Even on the elliptical, you're moving. It's the elliptical is a pretty smooth glide, so you're not really, you're not really feeling that much impact, but it's still, not quite as smooth as just sort of gliding along in the water. And like I said, you can do it as fast as you want, as slow as you want, you know what I mean? You can sort of while you're catching your breath, sort of just float there and take in the weather. I really, really, really like swimming as far as cardio. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to sort of take a couple minutes to say that today. With the nice weather, get out there and make use of the nice weather, and start doing your cardio in the swimming pool or at the beach, or if you must absolutely do sprints, go do them on the football field or go to a soccer field. You know what I mean? Basically, go out there and interact with nature. You know what I mean? And get yourself some fresh air while you train. It's gonna do your mind and spirit wonders as well as your body, right? So yeah, if you like my videos, like and subscribe, and keep kicking ass, everyone. Have a good day.